President Biden and House Speaker Kevin McCarthy voicing fresh confidence that a debt ceiling deal will be reached before the nation defaults. But legislators on both sides of the aisle are warning that despite progress on negotiations, leaders may face pushback from rank-and-file lawmakers over concessions, potentially stymieing a resolution. Joining us right now is Jake Sherman, founder of Punchbowl News. He's also an NBC News and MSNBC political contributor, and it's great to see you. Where do you think things really stand? Everyone's saying, oh, we're going to get there, we're going to get there, we're going to get there, but underneath the surface, I think there's something that may be a little bit more nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I don't understand Wall Street's optimism here, to be honest with you. Listen, Andrew, I think the odds today are that they get a deal. But as you noted, there are massive, massive hurdles here because every Republican demand, whether it's work requirements going back to 2022, spending levels, the length of the debt ceiling, all of these have oppositions in pockets of the party. So McCarthy and frankly, Joe Biden, Andrew, they're going to need to really get their hands dirty to get this across the finish line. Now, McCarthy told me yesterday if they are to meet this June 1st deadline, and Treasury will update us on this deadline next week, they need to have a deal by Sunday, basically. They need to have a deal in principle by Sunday or Monday. They are not close to that yet, although they are making some progress.
Can you give us some sense of the contours of that deal that we may not know about it? And the reason I ask is, we had Hakeem Jeffries on earlier this week, the same day we actually had Kevin McCarthy on, and he said, look, we're going to start talking about taxes, and we're going to start talking about all sorts of budget issues. And I thought to myself, really? Are you really going to be able to figure all that out in the next week and a half?
No, they're not going to talk. They could talk about taxes, but taxes are not going to be part of this deal in any way, shape, or form, and are not expected to be. The basic contours of this deal, as has been described to us by sources, are number one, some sort of spending caps, some sort of limits on spending. Number two, the cancellation or reclamation of unspent COVID money. That's about $60 billion a year. The most likely, not even most likely, but the most done at this point is permitting reform. So a reform to the process by which the government approves clean energy and fossil fuel projects. That is pretty much in the books. So those are the three main planks of this. But listen, I've talked to a lot of House Democrats, including people close to Jeffries, who say they're not going to accept spending caps. And Andrew, I want to make this abundantly clear. This deal is going to have to be basically in the House 100 Republicans, 100 Democrats. And in the Senate, it's going to have to be 30 Republicans, 30 Democrats, or something that looks like that. So, and that is just very difficult because Biden's going to need to make the argument here that it's not worth it for his political prospects to have a default and to have a dragged out negotiation with Republicans. And we'll have to see if he can make that argument. I wouldn't be surprised to see him on Capitol Hill next week. Okay,
so the question is, so Jake, let's say the president's back on Sunday. Let's say they get a deal in theory, then they have to go to the Hill and work it.
Yep.
How much anchoring goes on Sunday, Monday versus what you think they ultimately get? And are there going to be a couple of chess pieces that will be still available for some of the other members of the House and Senate to negotiate effectively?
No, on that latter point, absolutely not. When this deal is done, it's done. They're not going to be able to change one letter in it. And the big challenge here, Andrew, from a practical point of view, is Kevin McCarthy has promised every Republican he will give 72 hours to read the bill. So let's say they get it in legislative text Tuesday, we're into the Memorial Day weekend on a vote. And there's not going to be any changing of this bill at all. This is going to have to be a moment where our political leaders say, please stick with me because we cannot have a default. It's in no one's interest. And I wouldn't be surprised if this goes into next Friday, Saturday, Sunday before the Senate takes it up. And the Senate takes a long time to do anything. So either way, we're going to be butting right up against that June 1st deadline.